Before the start of Bitcamp, we still have to paint the entire power plant and add the 50 electrical outlets. On Tuesday, April 4th, we met up at Sandbox to paint the entire power plant white. We wanted to make the sculpture a blank canvas that people could then draw and paint on. On Thursday night and on Friday morning, we installed the 50 electrical outlets. They were wired up essentially in the same manner as your home outlets. I really love the contrast of the black power lines draped against the white branches. It resembled vines draped across actual tree branches and just looked phenomenal. And so by itself, the power plant I thought looked fantastic. It looked so cool just with this whole vine contrasty vibe to it, and it just looked amazing. However, I was not prepared for how exponentially better it would appear after everyone had finished creating and adding their own hacks to it. As I said in part 1, the goal of this giant project was to create a giant collaborative hack that everyone contributed to and inspired people to learn hardware, create something awesome, and add and contribute something to a greater project that they were all building together. And that's exactly what happened. Initially, the majority of the people that came to the power plant were creating simple arts and crafts projects. We had a lot of pipe cleaners, art construction paper markers, fake jewels, googly eyes, what have you. Basic things for arts and crafts. And so people were coming up, you know, using the balloon pump to create random balloon animals and whatnot, making hats and whatnot. But slowly we got more interest from people, and people started adding arts and crafts projects to the tree itself, and then eventually people started adding their own hardware hacks. The first hardware hack addition was added to the tree late into the first night. A team was taking a break from their project and wanted to create something cool for the tree. They grabbed pipe cleaners, cut a portion of the LED strips, and rendered out an Arduino and USB cable and began working. I left for a bit to help out another hacker, and when I returned, I was so amazed by what they had created. They made a Bitcamp fire out of pipe cleaners and then used the Arduino and LED strips to light up the fire portion of their pipe cleaner Bitcamp sculpture. It was so awesome. I was so amazed by it. I literally went to every single organizer and told them about how awesome this thing was that someone had created, and like made them come to the tree and show them how cool it was. And I got like the marketing director of Bitcamp to come and snap it and put it on Bitcamp's story because I thought it was so cool. But that wasn't the only addition to the tree. People added motors, buttons, LEDs, sensors, what have you. They added art. They infused tech and art together and created so many cool things. A friend of mine added fake moss to the side of one of the branches and made it look like mushrooms were growing out the side of one of the branches. And then to hardware it up, he gave one of the mushrooms LED eyes that glowed different colors.
Alright. What is the name of that piece that you bent?
It's called
a carabiner?
It's called a quick link.
Quick link, okay.
Chain link listen tight.
Yeah. This is gonna be in the blooper reel.
Give it a shot.
Don't, like, I'm so scared of your hand just getting crushed.
It's not actually risky, really. It's just, it feels weird.
It feels like your fingers are about to get cut off.
It does. But they're super not, though. It's popping out because it's rolling. Right, which is also what...
But the hardware hacks weren't only limited to tech majors. In fact, a girl who was afraid of even touching a soldering iron came by and was really interested in the whole idea for the project and wanted to herself create a hardware hack that she would then put on the tree. However, she had never touched anything before. She didn't know how to do any sort of soldering or programming whatsoever. And so discussed an idea. I taught her how to cut strip and solder wire, create a circuit, program an LED strip, and she made this awesome bow out of duct tape and foil, added the LED strip to it, programmed it with an Arduino, soldered everything up, and within like 3 hours had this amazing looking hardware hack that she had created from scratch for the first time, and it looked incredible. And we proudly put it up on the tree, and like people were coming by with amazement and looking at it. Not only did hackers participate in creating things for the power plant, but so did sponsors, visitors, mentors, volunteers. Pretty much everyone that was at the event contributed something to this tree. It was phenomenal. In fact, one of the mentors had brought her 2-year-old daughter to the hackathon, and even she contributed to the power plant. She made some random balloon thing and then started dancing with it, and then added that to the spinning motor and started twirling around. It was funny. She was small enough that she could actually fit in the center column and walk in and out of it, and pretty much was using them as like jungle gym monkey bars. I have to give a special shout out to Stuart from Intel for being such an awesome guy. This guy had so much energy throughout the entire hackathon. Literally, like, he was hilarious. He taught people how to do hardware, right? He helped out in many cases, and he made a bunch of stuff that he then added to the tree. Like, he's the one who made that spinning motor that with the balloons underneath it and everything, and he was so fun to hang around with. But I'll shut up now and let you experience the Bitcamp power plant.